to the light. I will rescue you, no matter the price for your life. I will risk our freedom for their lives. Bring justice to my life, love. Bring justice to the lives lost. Because every day they will try to be happy, safe, and free. Just be happy, safe. Oh, all of the sadness I can live with inside.
Legend.
Hey y'all, I think the police are on the verge of declaring this something unlawful, And so they're going to start saying, we gotta go. The people who are locked up are going to stay and be arrested. They told us that they will give us time to gather our possessions and exit the area if that's what just be aware of. Like, hey, maybe I don't want to take anybody at their word. I want to get out of here right now just in case someone says unlawful assembly, I'm going to arrest you, And if y'all have anything to say, we're listening. Thank you.
I don't know, but like, yeah, just you get.
All this stuff?
Yeah, like starting to do these jobs, everything.
If anybody has any questions, please ask. He's on that kind of a sign that brings the bridge to what we're planning on. This facility as well as this scene so we can further our investigation. We ask you at this time to please move on your way both east and west on Vernon Avenue. As you can see, there's officers currently in line to assist in moving you. We ask for your full compliance so we can ensure that this crime scene is properly documented. This time we ask you to please be on your way and proceed.
And ask nicely if you can truck up and hope for the best. Because the vehicle, that's good.
My name is Paul Darwin Picklesheimer.
And can you tell us what's going on tonight here?
So tonight is the second night of this 48-hour vigil. There's a group called Direct Action Everywhere that organized a 48-hour vigil here at Farmer John's Slaughterhouse, owned by Smithfield Foods, which is owned by WH Group. And Direct Action Everywhere fights for total liberation. And one thing that they ask for is Rose's Law, Animal Bill of Rights. And on the path to that broad ask of Animal Bill of Rights, they're asking for a moratorium on new factory farms and slaughterhouses in the state of California. They're saying, hey, we know that it's cruel to animals, exploitive to workers, degrades the environment, horrible for human health, and we can't just go shutting each of these places down, but we're saying, hey, don't build anymore. Let's stop. Let's call a timeout and try to get some better plans going. And so the way these activists do this today is by taking part in civil disobedience. Last week, they investigated this place, retrieved 80 hours of hidden camera footage, and tried to rescue an individual, a pig, from the slaughterhouse while it was fully operational. They were really close, but ultimately they failed to help that pig escape. And so we came back and did an action yesterday, just kind of bear witness and sang music and songs. But then today people did some more bold things. There was a giant banner draped over the top of the slaughterhouse over there. And people went in and actually chained themselves to the gas chamber chute so that they could, interrupt any slaughter that was happening. Turns out there was only 3 trucks worth of pigs, which is about 600 pigs in there. So they weren't killing them at the moment because they don't want to run 300 pigs through the system and have to clean it up. They want to do 7,000 pigs. And so then now tonight we don't want any more pigs to go in there. And so they are, these activists have chained themselves to the gates to not let any trucks come in. And now the police are saying, okay, well, if you're not going to unlock, they said that they would unlock if they would just hand over 1 pig. There's a sanctuary lined up and transportation. We could just do that and be on our way. And they said no. So now the officer said that he was investigating if this is a public nuisance or not. And a public nuisance applies to the property owner. So if maybe he's just a little ignorant on the terms, but maybe they'll declare that or something else. It sounds like they're going to try to kick everybody off the street and call it a public nuisance, even though that's probably improper. Maybe they'll call it a unlawful assembly, and we'll either then have to decide, do we want to be arrested for not leaving, or do we want to leave? And I think that what most people will do is leave, because while these folks here are, signed on for civil disobedience today, they want to risk their, their arrest to make this point. Not everybody here is in that same boat, and that's totally fine. So I think a lot of people will probably leave, and these folks will all be arrested likely, and then we'll go to the jail and be there for them when they get out and try to support them from there on. And hopefully Smithfield and companies like it start to say, hey, there's easier ways for us to make some money that doesn't involve, killing people, destroying the planet, and facing, what these activists do. Because I think that this movement is maybe fairly insignificant to these big industries at this moment, but it is growing, and I think that it'll continue to grow and get to the point where industries say, hey, all right, you win. We're going to go grow some soybeans or something. But that's what we're hoping we can do is just change our food system, basically, and on our way to total liberation. And part of that is the same basic rights for everybody, regardless of race, gender, species, or anything else.